Here is your latest African news. Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast Ebola patient recovers, beginning the countdown to end of outbreak. A young Ghanaian woman who tested positive for the Ebola virus in Ivory Coast after arriving there 2 weeks ago has recovered from the disease officially, the Ivorian Health Ministry said on Tuesday. Her diagnosis was the very first confirmed case of Ebola in Ivory Coast since 1994. Ebola, which is transmitted through close contact with bodily fluids, is a fatal viral disease that causes severe fever and, in the worst cases, unstoppable bleeding. Ivory Coast is the third African country this year to have been affected by the Ebola virus after the Democratic Republic of Congo as well as Guinea. An African-made Ebola vaccine was developed in the DRC, which has significantly made controlling future outbreaks a lot easier. Rwanda. Afghan schoolgirls to be evacuated to Rwanda. Dozens of Afghan schoolgirls, faculty and staff of the war-torn country's only boarding school for girls will be evacuated to Rwanda, the institution's founder said on Tuesday, following a Taliban takeover earlier this month. On Tuesday, Shabana Basij Rasik, the founder of the privately run School of Leadership Afghanistan, SOLA, said that nearly 250 adolescent students, faculty, staff and family members would decamp to Rwanda to continue their education for the next several months. Aid agencies have repeatedly said that the international response to support refugees in East Africa has been underfunded, with the UN World Food Programme slashing its monthly assistance to refugees in Rwanda by more than half this year. Seychelles. Seychelles tortoise that hunted birds stuns scientists. A horrifying video showing a giant tortoise devouring a baby bird has taken researchers by surprise. The footage, filmed in Frégate Island, Seychelles, shows a Seychelles giant tortoise, which is widely considered to be a herbivore, slowly approaching a turned chick on a log. It reaches out with its open mouth several times as it retreats along the log. As the chick stops at the end of the log, the tortoise closes its jaws on its head, killing the chick. The video stops there, but Anna Zora, a conservation manager who filmed this particular encounter, described seeing the tortoise then pursue the chick at the end or bottom of the log before swallowing it whole. The video is the first to show deliberate hunting in any tortoise species, researchers wrote in their study that was published in Current Biology journal. Sad. Uganda. First group of Afghan evacuees fleeing the Taliban takeover arrive in Uganda, leaving some Ugandans behind. A flight carrying Afghan evacuees fleeing the Taliban takeover of their country touched down early on Wednesday in Uganda, where they will be given temporary refuge, government and diplomatic officials said, following a request from the United States government to temporarily host at-risk Afghan nationals and others who are in transit to the United States and other destinations across the world. The U.S. Embassy in Kampala thanked Uganda for its generosity and hospitality towards these communities. Uganda hosts one of the largest refugee populations in the world, nearly 1.5 million according to the United Nations, mainly from neighboring South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. However, critics in Uganda are not happy, as there are some reports of Ugandan citizens still trapped in Afghanistan. North Africa. Algeria ends diplomatic ties with Morocco, citing hostile acts. Algeria has cut diplomatic ties with Morocco, citing what it claimed were hostile acts, plunging decades of difficult relations between the North African neighbors to their lowest point since 1970s. Algerian Foreign Affairs Minister Ramtane Lamamra, announcing the move on Tuesday in a televised press conference, laid out a litany of grievances according to backing decades, which include alleged Moroccan support for separatists in Algeria and a dispute over the Western Sahara region that Morocco claims. He also cited more recent causes of strain, including allegations of espionage and Morocco's new ties with Israel. The move masks escalating tensions in a region already mirrored by disarray. Algeria's neighbor, Tunisia, is in the midst of an internal political power fight, while Libya is struggling for stability as part of the UN-backed push to end nearly a decade of fighting in the OPEC member. Libya. Pollution plagues Libya beaches. With untreated sewage in the water and rubbish piled on the sand, pollution on Tripoli's Mediterranean coast is denying their residents of the Libyan capital a much-needed escape. The Environment Ministry last month ordered a closure of a number of beaches along the 30-kilometer Greater Tripoli coastline, despite the roasting summer heat. With untreated sewage in the water and rubbish piled on the sand, population on Tripoli's Mediterranean coast is denying residents of the war-torn Libyan capital a much-needed escape. Libya's infrastructure has been devastated by a decade of conflict, state collapse, and neglect since the 2011 overthrow and killing of dictator Muammar Gaddafi in the NATO-backed rebellion. Thank you for watching. Visit our YouTube channel Tuna Cheki to watch our daily news reports and our website at tunacheki.tv for all the latest news updates. Also, don't forget to catch our new Startup Africa show every Thursday on our channel. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member or becoming a patron. And remember, Africa is watching. And remember, you can also leave your suggestions of topics you'd like us to cover in the comments below.